before those blessings can come in, right? We always like, oh God, not always, but sometimes you be like, dang God, I've been doing all this praying, I've been doing all of this fasting, I've been doing all of this, that, and the third, and I just don't know what to do next. I pray, I do what I'm supposed to do. Excuse me. I try to stay in alignment. I try to treat people kind. I try to keep myself. I try to treat myself kind. I try to give out to people. I try to live by your worthiness, by your likeliness. I try, God, but I still see that things are not going in my area. They're not going in my way. They're not prospering for me how I thought they would. God, please tell me why. When we get into that energy, we have to understand that we are being rebuilt to be stronger. We are being stripped to have a stronger foundation. We are being reformulated to bridge, to mount a better formulation, so we can become, a person that is dignified, a person that is not attainable to beat, a person that is impeccable, a person that is able to be a soldier for God. To be a knight is to go through the dark night of the soul. To be a knight is to be tested with your faith. To be a knight is to go through the setback and the delays and the shortcomings and the resilience and the overcomingness. Being a knight is being a warrior for God. Some of you guys are called to be warriors. Some of you guys we have to be warriors for God. There is no other way around it. If you are part of God, you are a warrior. You are strong. You are resilient. You are able to fight past any obstacles. And even though that we don't get what we want all the time, but we gain a self perspective of self. We gain higher intelligence. We gain a better, impeccable way on how to protect ourselves from the enemy. We gain knowledge. We gain wisdom. We gain self reliability, right? So I feel like that, God knows what you need the most. And the thing is that something that you really want, or is that something that you really need, that you're praying for? At the end of the day, I was thinking like, man, maybe I did needed that, but I don't need what that prayer was actually assisting, what I was asking for in assistance of that prayer. What I actually needed was my character to be rebuilt stronger, my character to have more faith, my character to rely that whatever that I need, that God is going to provide for me. I don't want to be specific about my prayer. I want God to already know what I need, and all I have to do is just show up and do what God's will is. And that's what having faith is. It's not based off, I'm gonna call a God for, I'm gonna pray to God for money. I'm gonna pray to God to get my rent paid. I'm gonna pray to God for this and that and the third. No, we pray to God because we need that communication to keep that oneness awoke with God, not to pray because we need something, but we pray to have a conversation with God, if that makes sense. So the more we get to learn God, the more that we engulf God, the more that we intune God in our life, then we become into manifestations within the alignment of our own walkings. By walking that path with God, then doors will start opening for us in due time and seasons. Things will propel for us. Things will be better for us. But right now, we have to be groomed. We have to be nurtured. We have to be picked, and we have to understand that there are some things that we have to fix within ourselves before we can even receive the major and big blessings that God is going to give to us in our life. I could be broke. I could be homeless. I could be strung out. It doesn't matter, but as long as I have a connection with God, I know God can most definitely lead me to out of all situations. My prayers are never talking about one thing. They was, but I'm gonna switch my prayers up and let me just have a conversation with God, and let God already knows what we have, and let God works God miracles to us. God knows that your bills need to be paid. God knows that that court case may not be in your liking, but what we have to do is talk to God and let God know where our emotional state is. Let God know where our heart is at, and God gonna work out the rest. God gonna weave out the bullshit and welcome in the best. And I want to say one thing, like all of us come from different backgrounds. I come from, pimps, hoes, and straggler backgrounds. So my lingo ain't different. My lingo is different than anybody else that may be spiritual, that came from an uprising of a home, that had their father and mother or individuals that was raised around people with some type of valor. So please don't judge me or judge how we present this content, because it doesn't matter it does matter what comes out my mouth, but as long as I am not blaspheming God, then everything is all well and done. I am not going to pretend like I'm someone else. I am not going to pretend that I am well educated, because I'm not. But what I am going to do is keep it real and authentic and keep it flowing, and let you guys know that we all have the ability to heal through God, no matter if you had a long silver spoon, a long gold spoon, or a plastic wooden spoon. You know what I mean? Those are the different caste systems that the society has put us in, the caste systems of the rich, the poor, and the unlikely. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this, and I would love you guys, and hopefully these videos help you on your holistic journey. If you haven't started, maybe it will incline you into learning more about these studies. We are just picking off what Dr. Sabi and left off at, and Nip left off at, and we're going to continue to heal our Black community and the world community. I love you guys, and peace be with you and your family this Sunday. Bye.